We used two of the most advanced AI models to create two characters. We will put them face to face. Their arguments will be evaluated by 5 independent AI models across multiple criteria, scored from 0 to 100. This is AI Debates. Would an AI bubble burst damage public trust in technology?
Absolutely. If the AI bubble bursts, it won't just hurt investors financially, it will erode public trust in the technology itself. Hype will be exposed as overpromise. Failures will be highly visible, and people will start questioning whether AI is reliable, safe, or worth adopting. That skepticism could slow adoption, discourage innovation, and make policymakers and businesses more cautious, even for genuinely valuable AI applications. A bubble burst isn't just a market problem, it can have lasting effects on perception, slowing the real potential of the technology for years. No, an AI bubble burst wouldn't damage public trust in technology. AI's foundational value, like the internet post.com, would endure, accelerating adoption amid scrutiny. Post a 2000 crash, internet users surged from 248 M to 1 B by 2005, as survivors like Amazon thrived. AI's $13 billion OpenAI rev and 88% adoption in 2025 prove real traction, not vaporware. Skepticism exists, 34% concerned, but corrections weed hype, boosting confidence via transparency, echoing radio's 1929 bus to ubiquity. This fortifies trust for $3.5 trillion growth.
Could an AI crash disrupt education, healthcare, and public services relying on AI?
Absolutely. Many education, healthcare, and public service systems are starting to rely on AI tools for efficiency, diagnostics, and decision-making. If the AI bubble bursts, funding could dry up, services could fail, and companies providing critical AI solutions might collapse. That would leave schools, hospitals, and government agencies scrambling, undermining trust and causing real-world disruption. The problem isn't just financial, it's systemic. Over-reliance on overhyped AI makes essential services vulnerable to the fallout of a market correction. No, an AI crash won't disrupt education, healthcare, and public services. AI augments, not supplants, human systems, with hybrid models and governance ensuring resilience. Healthcare, 80% adoption in pilots, but clinicians oversee. EU AI Act mandates risk buffers. Education, AI personalizes at 36% CAGR, yet teachers drive core. Public services, 59% data strategies mitigate biases. IMF preparedness yields 1.5% TFP gains. Corrections refine, not rupture. $3.5 trillion value intact.
Will AI consolidation create monopolistic conditions that resemble pre-crash tech bubbles?
Absolutely. AI is rapidly consolidating around a handful of dominant players controlling models, data, and infrastructure. This concentration mirrors pre-crash tech bubbles, where a few giants dictated market direction and valuation soared on hype rather than fundamentals. Monopolistic conditions stifle competition, limit innovation, and increase systemic risk if one major player falters. The effects ripple across the entire ecosystem. The market isn't just overheated, it's structurally fragile, and consolidation makes the eventual correction more painful and widespread. No, AI consolidation won't spawn monopolistic conditions like pre-crash bubbles. It's scaling innovation with antitrust safeguards and emergent challengers, not entrenching fragility. NVIDIA's 92% GPU dominance mirrors Intel's 90s hold, but DOJ probes and the UDMA 2025 enforcements curb excesses, unlocking $100 billion in AMD TSMC gains. Foundation models, OpenAI Anthropic hold 20%, but 1,400 plus startups shy at 5% fragment via Epis, with 43% corporate VC fostering diversity. Unlike dot-com silos, AI's interoperability drives $3.5 trillion by 2033. A competition thrives.
Could public fear of AI job loss intensify economic instability?
Absolutely. Public fear of AI-driven job loss is already growing. And if it intensifies, it could seriously destabilize the economy. People may cut spending, demand higher wages, or resist adoption of AI tools, slowing growth. Social tension and political pressure could rise, forcing companies and governments into reactive, costly measures. When fear spreads faster than actual disruption, it can amplify economic shocks, creating a feedback loop that worsens instability. The psychological impact of AI hype and potential layoffs. is almost as dangerous as the technology itself. No, public fear of AI job loss won't intensify economic instability. It's overstated relative to modest, transitory displacements, with reskilling and net job creation stabilizing growth. Surveys show 71% fear permanent losses, yet actual 2025 cuts hit 78k tech jobs, or 0.05% workforce unemployment, steady at 4.2%. Goldman Sachs, 2.5% at risk, offset by 170m new roles by 2030. WEF 97m jobs created by 2025, transparency cuts anxiety 89% report. Like past tech waves, this boosts TFP 1.5% by 2035. Evolution, not erosion.
Does society have unrealistic expectations of AI's near-term capabilities?
Absolutely. Society is massively overestimating what AI can do in the near term. Headlines promise instant automation, flawless decision-making, and revolutionary efficiency gains, but the reality is much messier. Models hallucinate, fail, and require heavy human oversight. People expect rapid transformation, but adoption is slow, costly, and limited by technical constraints. This gap between height and capability fuels overinvestment, inflated valuations, and eventual disappointment. Right now, expectations are running way ahead of reality, which is exactly how bubbles form. Yes, society does have unrealistic near-term expectations, fueled by sci-fi hype and clickbait headlines claiming AGI tomorrow, or robots taking all jobs by 2027. Gartner's 2025 hype cycle places autonomous agents and GenAI at the peak of inflated expectations, with 78% of leaders expecting enterprise-wide transformation in 12 to 18 months, yet only 23% have scaled beyond pilots. McKinsey finds 70% of C-suite overestimating ROI timelines by 2 to 3 times. Real progress is massive. Grok 4.103 reasoning, 88% adoption, but full agentic systems and level 5 autonomy remain 5 to 15 years out per Frontier Labs. The gap between demos and production-grade reliability feeds disillusionment risk. Temper expectations. This decade is infrastructure and augmentation, not singularity. $3.5 trillion value still comes just on engineering timelines, not Hollywood ones.